If you want to know how the soulmate thing works, somebody is a flame. You know, somebody catches another person's heart by way of them being a flame. And so what the flame is the way that they are, the way that they handle the truth. They walk in some kind of truth. You know, it's not the same for everybody, but some people are a heavy-duty flame, and I am a heavy-duty flame. Yes, we are all mated as soul. But when we get together, somebody is going to evolve, and somebody is going to evolve. You know, real live flames, such as myself, babes. Now, we're talking about. I like that. Don't you love the metaphor flame? If you know about fire, if you know about real life fires, baby, like you know, I light fires, the ones that keep you warm. How about that? Do they ever do now? Don't you know? I don't like to sound really bad, you know, but do they ever settle down? Some flames could last for some unions of flames can last, you know, soulmates could go on a roundabout. They can burn for decades on it. They can burn for an entire lifetime, right? Or they can burn for 14 years, or they can burn for like 3 years and a half or something. You know, it's just basically somebody who, you know, I heard this term, but I don't quite agree with it because well, somebody who messes with your soul, and it's like, ugh, I don't want to be messed with. You know, you know, this is the thing is that if it's a narcissist, you know, you have to watch out because you can de-evolve. They are operating in a evolving uh, mindset, which is, man, it's hard to tell who's who with everything going on in the air nowadays and how it really is. Like, okay, so if they live in an upside down and backwards world where fear is driving them, then okay, so now I just said, hey, that's the world we live in. 80% of people. That's why everything is the way it is because of fear. Just you know what I mean? So that outnumbers the people who are like, wait a minute, losing all. Really, they're just being gaslit. It's like, yeah, and so anyway, boy, they are the ones who are, you know, they're constructing a world and really coming from a universe of their fear, limited fear of the unknown is what it is. Um, that now we're going to start to try and communicate as love, as flames. See, the flame isn't really fear. Everybody's afraid of the flame. You know, everybody's afraid of love. You know, that's dangerous thing. It's a big um, controversy if it's even, you know, I mean, I could just tell that there's a massive amount of people, whole families, they're just they're mind over heart. And you know what? Hey, babes, man, you know, I don't know. I'm just a woman, and I come from the woman's side of things. My mom and my grandmother, these were really independent women, and they come from the side of the heart. You know, they would talk about, well, you know, what was Jesus talking about? Well, that's a controversy too, but it should be just a little tiny pamphlet, just 4 pages long. What did that person say? And can we translate it simply so that a 5-year-old could keep track as to what the fuck was happening? Whew. Thank you for listening to how, man, I just been going through, you know, everybody needs love. They just need that human connection, man. You know, it's not quite the emotion, but there's a lot of emotions hooked up into it. This is what makes or breaks our smile, and our demeanor and how we shine and how we feel, how we eat, how we feed each other, how we feel, and so as a real life flame, we're not really wasting anybody's time. We're not. I mean, if you're a moth, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your own time. I mean, and there's a lot of moths that come towards us, right? This is where we experience, you would love for there to be a love there, right? You would love there to be a flame, another flame. Getting back to the concept of flames, babes. No different than what I'm talking about. Just get that metaphor and try and understand that's simply what it is. Okay, now, the metaphor is a fire that doesn't ever settle down. Now, you can say the same thing about water. But what is that? It's just this ability to adapt, but really the fire, babe, that's just it's dangerous, babe. You're going to turn into a gas. You're going to turn into a whole different spirit altogether, right? Different dimension. So now we're staying warm. Anyway, am I getting too serious now? I am in so much pain. It goes to the body, it comes from the body. We all have our trauma and stuff. So talk about, what flames can be involved with. This is where we are here to heal. We can heal each other. We heal. For me, babes, it's just, there isn't anything more or less to do now than to just maintain. Just, did you realize that it's a battle out there on your well-beings, and they've made it, especially in the United States, they've made it where we don't have a good food lockdown. I mean, we're not doing good with our food unless, yes, of course, we're slaving away for money. That's not good, you guys. That's like a whole other video. So, that kind of truth, being a flame, hits people and they go, ching, and now what? Flames are, that's what the books, the novels, and the movies are made of. The real life, when the two meet and they merge and they start just, where did they go? What does a flame do to the moth when they try to think that they're going to get close, babes? This is just a metaphor because we're just human, and when we're a human and we're truth-oriented, you don't be blaming us because you got burned, right? And why are you trying to turn it around on us? See, that you can't turn the truth around on us because that's not really how it is. It's a radiation, right? Now, getting back to the flame thing, it's a radiation. And you probably flew to it because you saw, well, shit, this is the thing, but this is my thing, I gotta go, and you went towards it. But were you a flame or are you a moth? Are you really a night creature? A person of the dark? Or whatever, because it's not going to work, babes. The fire fucks up the moths. But babe, we're a human being. If we suffer as flames. We're going to suffer the inability of us being able to transform you. You're supposed to burn up and turn into a flame. And I hope you liked this 11 minutes of shite.